It's there already. Okay, and we're gonna go do, um,
Hello, how are you?
fine, how are you?
Not too bad.
Staying warm?
Trying to, yeah. It is
It's
a little
just,
cold.
it's just a little bit cold here. It
Yeah, it's
just
supposed to be
is.
9 degrees in the a few days, I think like Saturday or something over here.
Yeah, it's like I've just canceled a few things. I was like, I really don't want to get this crazy. It's just too much. At some point, it's like
Yeah,
I'm just staying in. There's nothing that I have to do that's that critical.
right.
So let's see if I can do this. It always takes me a few minutes.
Oh, you're good. I'm gonna mute real quick because my
Sure.
stepdad's watching a movie. I don't want, the background to bother
Okay.
him.
All right. Talk to you soon.
All right, I'm still here.
I've got
Hey,
it.
Miss Corinne.
Hey, how are you?
Pretty well.
Doing okay?
Yeah, for the most part.
Ah, what's up? You sound a little bit down.
Yeah, just had a little few things going on. Yeah,
Oh, life, huh?
yeah, some things. Yeah, yeah, family member passed away recently, so yeah.
I'm sorry, who?
One of my close friends that I considered a brother. He is
Oh,
fat.
no.
Yeah, yeah, he is fast this Monday, so
Oh, I'm
trying to.
so sorry.
Yeah,
And
I'm
I mean,
sorry
you're
to hear
young.
that, guys.
That's
thank
just,
you.
that's just harsh.
I lost a
I,
friend too not too long ago, so I understand.
ah, yeah, that's really hard. That's hard. Um, all I ever tell them, because I worked in the medical field and I've seen a lot, you just want no pain. That's all I keep telling people is you just want no pain. That's the harsh part. But must have been a young man. I'm very, very sorry. Just life is tough sometimes. It just is. And I've got to see how do I do. I'll wait a little bit and see if I can figure this out better. But if everybody, I'll just jump in a little bit. If you got a handout, if you didn't get the handout, talk to Justin or contact me. I'll probably say that again. Uh, let's see. Who else is here? Kai, Kai?
I'm
Kai?
still here.
Okay. I'm going to just tell you something a little bit on the side, okay? You've got a
Mm-hmm.
nice voice. You've got a nice sounding voice. Um, but what I would like for you to do is get a little more energy in it when you're doing your acting or speaking and and that's why I'm glad you're here because you need to like pronounce words a little bit clearer, slow it down to go faster kind of thing. But you've got some good stuff going on. So I want to encourage you
Okay,
to
thank
keep
you.
going. But having a because I kind of interested in voice. I don't teach singing, but I teach voice in the sense of how to have a pleasant sounding voice instead of, some people are real raspy, some people sound really nasal, so, and some people are squeaky, and some, yeah, well, you've probably heard some people that are a little irritating to listen to, but you've got a nice basic voice. So you've got a lot to work with.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you.
so that's something. I just want you to move that mouth. That's why I'm glad you're here. Going to move the mouth a little more, if you don't mind my just jumping in there. But that's why I like listening to everybody speak because okay, I can target it a little bit better. I can say something that's just personal. So that's good. So I want you to stay in and keep coming. And I'm going to have another class coming up. Like I'm not supposed to start this until exactly 7 o'clock, so that's why I have to wait. But to allow other people to come in. But I think next month I have an advanced articulation class that I decided it's time. And it's going to be a little bit, you know, the next step, the next step. It's going to be fun. Yeah, it should be fun. So hope some people can attend if you can. I'm trying to figure out the best days so that I can book people on, I just kind of jump around for the booking so that some people get this one, some people are better on that day. Try to avoid Fridays. Everybody's out. Uh, but anyway, we should be going here in a couple of minutes. So, yeah, it's like, I don't know where everybody is, but what is it? It's 16 degrees here. And I love the way they say feels like 6. Yeah, it does. It's cold. It's a little chilly. So I just kind of hold up and we're expecting that big storm. Hope everybody's prepared in different parts of the country. Uh, although I did see a little YouTube video that said we're expecting anywhere between 3 and 3,500 inches, depending on who you listen to. So you gotta maintain a sense of humor at that. It's like, I don't know. But have a little bit of a stock up. So got a couple more minutes waiting for people.
Okay, I'm back.
You're back.
I had to
Glad
walk
to
away
have
from
you.
the TV.
Glad to have you. So,
I was
okay.
trying to eat and drink my lemon water.
Oh, okay. Okay. Just don't do all that and try to talk at the same time. That's not a good
Oh,
thing.
no, no.
That's not a good thing.
I don't want to choke.
No, no. It's unpleasant. It's unpleasant. We've all done it.
Hmm.
I tell people about that when we're talking about the anatomy because we've all had, and I've had it, where you're talking, laughing, and all of a sudden the Coca-Cola is coming out of your nose. It's not attractive. It's just,
I've done that too, and accidentally, it went up my nose. Like
yeah,
breathed it in.
not good. It's usually
No,
done like in front of your mother-in-law. That's kind of the standard. That's what happened to me
no,
a little
not
bit.
done that. Just in front of my mom.
Yeah, so, it's usually done in the most embarrassing kind of situation. So you want to be careful, a little bit careful. Okay, I think we're getting close. I can start now. Okay, I'll just try to get going here. We'll start from um, beginning. Okay, so I hope everybody, I'm going to try to go back and forth and allow people to get in as we can here. Let's see if I can get talk and then I think I can close that for a second. Okay, so welcome everybody. And this is going to be, I've got a couple things that are going to be different. So I keep trying to jazz it up a tad bit. But for those who haven't had the class before, and for those who have, my name is Corinne Barringer. I'm trained as a speech pathologist, and for a number of years, I worked in the medical field. in hospitals, nursing homes, and heart, heart. Okay. Um, and I worked in the medical field for a lot of years, and I've seen a lot of stuff. So I want people to take care of their voice, take care of things. So anyway, this is my little company. It's Barringer Consultants. I do professional media communications for people who actually I work with CEOs and of some major companies and political figures and other media professionals. So I've had some experience. The biggest problem I have with people is they don't do it. They're paying me money and they still don't do what I tell them to do. I can't fix that. But here, if you want, this is what I focus on, compelling, convincing communication and visual and vocal image, which means what I was speaking about with Kai, what does your voice sound like? So that we'll be talking about that. What does your voice sound like? If I haven't allowed you to talk, it's because I'm trying to cover a few bases here. Here we go. I want everybody to participate if they possibly can. And okay, so what we're going to do is this is Foundations of Speaking Skills for Actors. So if you're here, I hope you're here. If you want to be someplace else, you're here. Okay, I'm get started. Now, this is a quote from Edith Skinner, one of my favorite people, passed away, but she taught at Juilliard and she spoke. She wrote a couple of books, preface, but this was "Speak with Distinction." Her quote: "Distinct utterance is the prime requisite of an actor. In fact, the audience should be able to take for granted that they can hear and understand everything the actor says without straining to do so." So that's your goal here, is you want to make sure that your audience can hear and understand you. So you want to speak clearly. Even if you mumble, you have to mumble clearly. So this is just a couple of questions to get you thinking. Obviously, would speaking clearly help you as an actor?
Yes.
Not only on stage, but just doing your auditions, or just think about it, just because an audition is kind of an odd thing as a job interview. It's kind of not your usual communication scenario. But everybody that you speak with during your audition, whether you're talking to the director, or you're talking to the cameraman, or you're talking to, the person next to you, always use that as an audition. Always be speaking clearly and don't say dumb stuff, because people hear you, they remember. Some people can take a joke, some people cannot. So you want to be able to speak clearly with everyone, even when you go to the grocery store. That would be my suggestion. Try to start doing that. Would improving your speech help in your day job? I hope you kind of take a think about that. Think a little bit and say, okay, yeah, I might be able to get a promotion. And, just really kind of think about how this can help you, because I want you to think that's not just for acting. It could be for your whole life. Okay? That it would be beneficial. So this is what we're just an overview of what we're going to look at. The definition of articulation. We're going to go over the anatomy of the vocal tract. We're going to talk about what are the articulators, and I have a little schematic. And like I said before, if you have, you can follow along with your handout. If you did not get a handout, I'll give you the address on where to contact me or Justin, and I'll send it to you. Introduction to the IPA, the International Phonetic Alphabet. Phonetic alphabet is the alphabet of sounds. That's what the phonemes, a phone is a sound. And it, like I said, I used to be a very good speller, and after I took phonetics, not so much. I have some problems now because I'm used to spelling the sounds. Consonant, what are consonant cognates, and voicing and not voicing? But voicing, we're just going to go over that. Vowels are a whole other, we'll address that shortly, but that's a little bit more difficult. Articulation drills, I'm going to give you some drills that you can practice, and hopefully you do. And some other speech practices and a couple little, then you'll have a chance to, and the Q&A, I'm just going to tell you, if you have some questions as we're going through, please tell me, because I'm sure And you've got to be sure that you are not going to be the only one with those questions. So I'm sure other people have it. Please feel free to ask. So, okay. What is articulation? Articulation is the way you pronounce the words or produce the sounds. It means you're moving your mouth, your lips, all of this stuff in a certain way. Now, the interesting thing is that we speak with the same muscles, the same vocal tract, or actually becomes more of an oral tract that we eat, chew, and swallow with. So it's kind of it's interesting. So we are going to learn about what the articulators of the vocal tract are and what you can do to kind of have fun with them. So here's the basic anatomy. This is kind of you can find pictures of this online. Some are even more graphic, but here we go. So the nares, that's the technical term for your nose, the little holes in your nose. When you breathe in, the air goes up through here. This is your nasal, your sinuses. Okay, nasal cavity, another word for sinuses. Up here, some sinuses. It's holes in your head. And this is actually what helps with your resonance, along with, and this you can't control, how your voice sounds. Some things you cannot control, some you can. The size of the holes in your head, obviously, you cannot control. The bones in your head, how thick they are, how thin they are, how dense they are, that also helps with resonance. So it kind of bounces off. Okay, so you can see here, this is the bony part. This is where the teeth go in. The lips are muscle. Okay, this part here, this is just the bone. And when you get past that, this is your soft palate. That's the hard palate. And gosh, they came up with a good name, the soft palate. I'm just going to go a little bit just to follow these blue arrows here. When you breathe in, it goes in through your nose. You might even breathe in through your mouth. That's okay. And it goes down and then it goes in through, these are your vocal cords. Okay. It goes into your trachea. This hard, you can feel this hard cartilaginous tube goes into your trachea and then it bifurcates into your lungs. It separates into two other little bronchial tubes, they're called, and it goes into your lungs. Now, this little thing is the epiglottis. Okay, that's it, the epiglottis. When you chew and swallow, goes to your mouth, a little bowl, that's the tonsil. When you swallow, this muscle pulls the epiglottis down and it covers the airway. It covers the vocal cords, and the space between the vocal cords is called the glottis. Okay, so the epiglottis covers the whole, which is why you don't want to eat and chew and swallow and talk at the same time, because it gives confusing messages and you can end up with stuff going down your trachea, going down the wrong way. This is
Right.
then that's very uncomfortable and not a good thing. This is your esophagus. It's a muscular tube, but the good thing is the way they designed it is that this is cartilage. The trachea is cartilage, so even when you lie down at night, you can still breathe. But the esophagus can kind of get a little flat, okay, because it's like a blood vessel without any blood in it. It's just an open tube, and the food goes down, okay? Hopefully goes down. And these little things are obviously your spinal column, little vertebrae separated by the cartilage here. This is all very interesting. This is cool. Some people who get a lot of, they have a problem with the structure. It can impinge on your breathing. It can impinge on your swallowing. If they get arthritis and it starts building up, it can kind of affect that. Just a little aside. But this is the big tongue and the lower lips and the other part of the jaw here. And I've mentioned before, the tongue is a very interesting muscle. Most of the muscles in your body have an insertion on one bone and an insertion on another. So if you have your biceps, which is on your upper arm, your humerus, and you flex it, it moves your lower arm, right? Same thing with your legs and everything else. Most bones have that capability. And muscles, they attached. They can move things. This muscle is like an octopus. There's no other, it's attached to this bone to hold it steady. But really, you can move it in all kinds of directions, and it's not attached to a bone. Now, some people can, I can twist the tongue and make a tube out of it. That's just genetic. You can either do it or not do it. Like, ooh, you make a little taco sandwich or something. Ooh, I think snakes have that. But at any rate, this can go in all sorts of directions. It's really an important structure, so especially for speaking. So anyway, you've got your teeth, your lower lip, and all of this stuff. Okay. Any questions on this kind of thing? We got kind of the basic anatomy. I don't want to get into that's your thyroid and the cricoid cartilage. I mean, it gets very, very technical. And this is just an intro so that we know some things. So your mandible is your jaw, another word for your jaw. And so, okay, we'll move on. So the articulators, the ones that are movable, which is the velum, the soft, actually do have some control over your soft palate. The jaw, that can move all over the place, right? Your tongue, your lips, the pharyngeal walls. Go back and take a look at that. The immovable ones are going to be, your skull, your that. Now, some people call the teeth immovable. Some people have teeth that are removable. So, this is what you have to work with. Pharyngeal walls are the structures on here. We'll go here. The pharyngeal walls are back through here, your pharynx, your nasopharynx, right through back here. And you have a little bit more control over that than you think, the velum and the soft palate. The velum is actually beyond the soft palate. What we talk about a lot are the lips and this alveolar ridge, the tooth ridge, right behind the upper teeth, a little bumpy ridge, kind of goes all the way around. And we talk about the palate, and you can actually close this. You can have some control. It takes a little work, but it can control your nasality of how much nasal you do into things because it can close that portion off so that the air doesn't escape through your nose when you want it to escape through your mouth. When it goes through your mouth, you have more pressure. It's louder, it's stronger, you have more control. When it goes through your nose, you're losing a lot of projection, and you want to have some projection. So, vocal cords are down here, and we will be talking about the tip, front, middle, back of the tongue, because we can really control all of that. And like I told before about the nasal passage, nasal cavity. Okay, any questions? Okay, I can unmute you. Did I?
So that people can talk with their nose instead of coming out through their mouth.
Face up at me. Yeah, they throw their purchase and they make up at me because you got Wayne. I charge you to the game.
Yeah, I gotta say, your timbre, your prosody, your phalanges, your mandible,
Right,
greater advantages. More stuff to do with your articulation of speech.
right. This has to do with articulation. Now, your phalanges are your
More focus, you know what I'm saying, from your
fingers.
speaking.
Yeah,
Vertebrae.
the phalanges are
You
your
know.
fingers.
Oh. Yeah, that's what your phalanges are, but that's where your feel is, like the sixth sense.
Oh, well,
You know what I'm saying? Movies or such and such, like Chrome Rose, those golds, you know what I'm saying? Milk and honey. It's all type of life theories and aspects that you can proceed to do right, regardless of where you come from. You got to do it from something or something or
we all
something.
have to make
Where did it
improvements.
come from?
Yeah,
Yes,
exactly.
ma'am.
Okay, so
Tell them,
here's what we're going to talk about is the
where does the
International
booty come from?
Phonetic Alphabet is the universal way to write sounds. We're going to be focusing on English only because there's a lot of other sounds that are in other languages, clicks and whistles and yeah, glottal stops, things like that. So we're just going to be focusing on the English. Okay, now this is right out of, you can go online and get this. We're only going to be looking at some of the consonants, not all of them, some of the consonants. And this is the vowel quadrilateral. It's supposed to sort of mimic where the vowels are in your mouth when you make the sound of the vowel. So it's kind of mimicking whether it's close, whether it's an open, whether it's in the middle of your tongue, like right here. This is the schwa. That's a neutral sound. So if you open your mouth and you go, ah, that's just the neutral sound, like the, that's neutral. That's kind of in the middle. So, okay. But we're just going to be taking another look at this. Now, what you want to look at here is there are, with consonants, we're just talking about consonants, manner, place, and voicing. Manner means, is it a stop? Is it a fricative or an affricate? I don't want to go too much into that, but is it a stop, which means, and here, the place, bilabial, and then we're going to talk about, so bilabial means the both lips. So it's at the lips. So if you think about it, when you say P or like puppy or baby, you are stopping the flow of air. And that's what this is talking about. You're stopping the flow of air. The difference between a P and a B, and see, you're learning some phonetics right here, so you can start with these, like, okay, I know how to spell things with a P and a B. The B is voiced. So you're going to say baby right off the start. You're already going to be vibrating your vocal cords with when you're saying the letter, when you're saying the sound of the letter B. You can already feel it. But like baby, baby. You're already feeling that vibration before you get to the vowel. All vowels are voiced. Okay, they all are. But not all consonants are voiced. Some are voiceless, unvoiced, which is the cognate here is the P. You're not going to say P until you get to the puppy. Puppy. Right? It's a stop. The air is stopped, but you don't say P. You just puppy. You don't say you don't get the voicing until you get to the vowel. Same thing happens with the T and the D. Now, the place for the T and the D is the alveolar ridge, which means the tip of the tongue is right on the tip of the alveolar ridge for T and D. They're placed both at the same place, but the same thing. D, daddy, dog. D. You're going to be feeling that vibration right in your vocal cords with the D. It's voiced. D. The T is not voiced. Top, tray, two. You're not saying T. I mean, that's the name of the letter. But when you're actually making the sound of the letter, it's not voiced until it gets to the vowel. Tupperware, it's not going to get till you get to the vowel. Okay. Same thing with the K and the G. Cake. Until you get to cake, you're not saying it, but it's made in the same place. It's way back in your velum, way in the back. Goat, go. You're already saying the G before you're saying that G sound before you get to the vowel. The glottal is way in the back. Glottal stop. And we're going to talk about that because I got some little tricks for you. Okay. The other thing is now we're going to fricative. This all comes in handy, trust me. F and the V. You're going to have the air is going to go between your lips. It says labiodental. That means the lip is involved and the teeth are involved. So it's the upper teeth on the lower lip for F and V. Funny. You're not going to say funny. Now, when you say F, the air is flowing between or around, whatever, between your teeth and your lip. Funny. But when you say V, you're already you're making that sound and you can it kind of tickles. Very funny. Very. Okay. Now, interdental. These are the only two things what I stress strongly. This is a TH. This is thin and think. So voiceless, that's a symbol for a TH. This is when the tongue comes between the teeth. Thin, think. You can feel the air is coming through, and then this is a symbol for a TH that you have to sound. Those, there, that. You're making a sound before you get to the vowel. Okay? Kind of tickles. But which I always tell people, this is the only time where the tongue comes between the teeth. So, and I've mentioned that with the letter L, the L has to go on the alveolar ridge. It says right here, alveolar ridge. It doesn't come between your teeth. Okay, that's a little pronunciation hack here. You don't want to go lovely lizard with the tongue coming out. It's not attractive. So now the next one is the S and the Z. Susie, Sue, you don't get it, but this is alveolar. Where's your tongue when you say S? It may be in a different place, actually. Is it on the ridge or is it, where is it? Or is it, everybody does this a little differently. So don't be, like, I don't have it on the alveolar ridge. My tongue curves up to the middle of it might not be the tip of the tongue. It might be the lower part of the tongue, the middle part of the tongue that comes towards the alveolar ridge. Or it might be the tip comes below the teeth, below the lower teeth. Z, z.
Excuse me, ma'am, may I
Yeah,
speak?
sure. What
I'm
question?
trying to see if the class can, you know what I'm saying, read this and philosophize this in their head in an image and speak a word from each one of these letters for us
Well, I'll
today.
tell you what. Why don't we just let me finish this first and we'll talk about philosophy later. Okay?
Yes, I'm
Sure.
listening.
Thank you. Well, we can work, believe me, we're going to get into some class participation, but we got a lot to cover. So I got to keep going, but thank you. Okay, so now the Z, this is going to be voiced. Z, Zoom, Whoops, what did I just do? See if I can go back. I always do this. There we go. Um, Z, you can feel it. It's making the Z sound, but it's in the same place approximately. Everybody's built just a little bit differently. And then, it makes the sound before you get to the vowel. But the S again is voiceless. Something to think about. So, and just to illustrate a little bit of this, that the spelling is different from the phonetics. If you have a word OF, of, simple two letter word, OF, it's pronounced, I mean, it's spelled OF, but it's pronounced V, of. See what I mean? That's the difference that you get sometimes. Just something to think about. Um, and I'm just going to skip some of this because we got a lot to cover. And this is going to be and then it's between church and yeah, it gets a little much. So the H, just to illustrate that, is if you think about how you say hotel, hotel, it's way in the back of your mouth. Okay, way in the back of your throat. And then these letters are representing, they're voiced and they're nasal. Okay, the M, N, and this little guy is an ing. M, N, ing. These are the only nasal consonants that we have. So, and I've said this before because I'm in Michigan, Michigan is probably 40% more nasal than we need to be. We tend to kind of go a little bit like this. And of course, in New York, different dialects and accents can be a little bit more nasal. But if you have too much nasality in your presentation, in your script, in your whatever you're reading, too much nasality, the air is going through the nose and it's not coming out of your mouth. So you're losing a lot of projection if you're a little bit more nasal than you need to be. So it's something to work on, and we'll talk about that. And then I always like to remember is the L. Please keep it on the tip of your tongue on the alveolar ridge. Oh, I like it. I love it. And I mentioned this guy again. His name was Tom Brokaw. And he had a dark L, and he would curl the L all the way back, way into the hard palate area, and it gave him that peculiar resonance. He did okay with it, but it's not really what you want to do on a regular basis, unless it works for your script. But just to let you know. So, okay, so we addressed this a little bit, but just to review, these are called cognates. So because one is voiced and one is unvoiced, and they're close in all the other areas. They're on the same place and same manner. The only difference is One is voiced and one is unvoiced. Just so that you know. Now, the T, we will come into it. That's used a lot in something I address when you're doing the British accent. And another little hard, and this one's hard. Technically, when you have the word, say, tree, 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 how do we normally pronounce it? We say tree. There are
Tree.
trees outside, but actually the ch is the ch sound. So isn't that interesting?
Tree.
Tree. So if you really want to do Shakespeare and you really want to, elevate, and now this one's hard, and everybody says tree, church, tray, not church, tray, trial. Um, Technically, this is what I only do for my acting students because it doesn't, everybody else doesn't really get this much into it. But you want to say tree, tree, tray, trial, like that. It's not easy to switch that, but I'm just telling you as a little aside, it's something to think about if you want to practice that. There are 3 trees outside. It's not, anybody want to try that?
No.
Johnny, you want to try it?
There are 3 trees outside.
Oh, what happened?
Oh.
We said, it's no, it's very hard. So don't be, don't be, it's okay. Don't be hard on yourself. This is a difficult one to do because we're so used to saying tree, tray, trial, but to saying there are 3 trees outside. The coffee is on the tray. Anybody want to try it? Try it. Anyone want to try it?
There
Try it.
are
Okay.
3 trees outside.
Let's try tree. Tree.
Tree.
Nope. Tree.
Tree.
Try. That's a little better. That's better. Tree. Tray. Trial.
Tree.
Try.
Tray. Trial.
Nope. Okay, those were CHs. The best thing I can tell you to do is to start recording yourself and then play it back. You have to develop an ear for it. This is muscle memory, so it's really hard to get over the muscle memory of and you may never have to use this little hack here, this little yeah, this is pretty advanced, so I'm kind of hit you with something. But something to think about, even if you just acknowledge that, okay, we all say tree, and I'm going to say tree and tray, but it is technically tree, tray. And try a script with just working on that. See if you can tell the difference in how it sounds and if you like it or not. Maybe you don't. Maybe you say, okay, I'm going to stick with trees. I don't care. Tree, tray, doesn't matter. It may not, but you might run into something where it might matter. So at least I've introduced this to you. And anybody else want to give it a shot? Because I can move on. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Tree, tray, and tra.
Okay.
Mess up on that last one. Tree,
No,
tray, and
you know what? Slow it down.
tra.
Slow it down and go tree.
Tree,
Tree.
tree, tray, and tra. Last
Okay,
one.
you did tray pretty well. Tree. It's like I said, this is not easy, but what it does do is that sort of introduces you to the idea of really how you can control your speech and how you can
It
control.
feels like a whole new tongue twister.
Oh, it is. It is. Even if you say something like control, because we tend to go into the CHs, but it gets your mouth moving and it gets you a little bit more aware of how you're speaking. So, okay, we'll go on. And here's some artic drills. Okay. These are the fun ones. These are okay. We can all practice these. This is where you are going to over articulate, overdo it. so that you're really moving your mouth, and you should be tired. If you practice this at home, which I hope you do, that you should get a little bit of fatigue in your jaw and in your cheeks and, the whole thing. It should be a little bit tiring. So we're going to do my, nigh, lie. And that L is right behind the upper teeth, right behind on the alveolar ridge. My, nigh. And the N is too. The N is on the alveolar ridge. Lie. Mo, no, low. Ma, na, la. And I want you to hold the vowel, Vi, thigh, xi. Vo, and I want you to move the mouth when you're doing the O, not go vo, tho, zo. Vo, tho, zo. Hold the vowel a little bit. Va, tha, za. Okay, somebody want to try a couple of these? Want to try it? Who's brave? Who's brave? Okay, Raphael?
Sure, let's try that. Let's go. Me,
No,
lee.
I'm going to suggest
Oh.
that you try instead of me. It's not wrong, okay? It's a possibility, but I generally do that because I often work with some foreign speakers and they don't have this I sound, so I try to go this way. My, nigh, lie. It also opens up your mouth more. Okay, go ahead.
My, nigh, lie.
Okay, keep going.
Mo, no, low.
Okay, I want you to hold the O just a tad bit longer.
Okay.
Try it again.
Mo,
No,
no, low.
low. Good. Next.
Ma, na, la.
Okay, ma, na. You hear how long I'm holding that vowel? La.
I get next,
Try to-
please.
Because what that does is it keeps your mouth opened longer. And when your mouth is opened, that's why singers open their mouths so wide. I'm not a singer, but I know this because I've worked with singing coaches. Um, there's 6 decibels more. You get 6 decibels more projection, more loudness just by opening your mouth without shouting. It just gets louder. So if you need to project, it's something to think about that if you open your mouth, it's louder. So, and we're so used to being so tight. So when you do this, my suggestion is sit up straight, sit, comfortably straight, and pretend this is Shakespeare. My, nigh, lie. But you can even do ma, my, mo, ma. But you're moving your lips, really hard. Okay, go it again, Raphael. Want to try that again?
Which one? The MA, the
Either
ma?
one. Do it. I don't care which way you're going.
Okay, let's go. Ma, na, la.
Okay, I need a little bit more. You're getting really low in a
Okay.
low pitch with that. I want a little bit more energy. Ma, na, la. Do you hear that?
Ma,
You're getting a
na,
little low.
la.
Okay.
Ma na la.
Okay. Who's going to try it again? Okay. Let's try someone else.
All right. My not lie.
Okay. Wait a minute. Hold on. I think is it
Calvin.
Taiji? Miss Nelson?
Yes,
Okay. You have your hand up? I can't tell. Or is it Kai?
I do have my hand up.
Okay, good. Why don't you want to try it?
Sure.
Good. Okay. Great.
My, nigh, lie. Mo, no, low.
Okay, I'm going to do the same thing. Hold it longer. Hold that vowel longer.
The
Ma,
O.
nigh. I want it a little more relaxed in the throat, so it's not tight.
Okay. Ma, na,
No. Ma. Feel the relax? It's not ma, na, la. Ma. This,
ma,
something new.
na, la.
Better. That's better. That's better. Go. Keep
Another
going.
Okay.
Do another one.
Lie, nigh, my.
Better. Good.
So fast. I got some.
Low, no, mo.
Okay. Now see what you're doing when you're holding the vowel longer, you're projecting a little more, but I want the mouth opened more and I want it relaxed so your throat's relaxed and you really can project and holding, keeping the mouth open, and we're overdoing it. You're not going to speak like this when you go shopping and ask for bananas, You're not going
Right.
to this is just
Well,
overdoing it, and you should feel a little fatigued when you're done. Now, when you practice at home, I don't care if you go mine, I lie, or if you go my, mo, ma, if you go start from the bottom and go backwards. I don't care. But I would suggest that you try to do at least a couple of these, once a day. Just start, I mean, that's an idea. You do them as
Okay.
often as you want, or that you feel comfortable without
Okay.
straining your voice. Okay, and I know we've got, is it Calvin or Johnny? Can't tell
yes,
exactly.
ma'am, I'm up.
Okay, yeah. Okay, you want to try?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, go
My
right ahead.
night lie.
Nope, nope. Slow down.
Yes, ma'am.
Slow it down. My, nigh, lie.
My night lie.
Okay, now make sure that when you do the L, that it's on the alveolar ridge and it's behind your teeth. Okay?
Yes, ma'am. My night lie.
Okay. Keep going.
Mo, no, low.
Okay, we're going to go
My,
mo. No, I'm just going to
oh,
stop. Mo, no, low. And there's a reason because I want that O sound real clear.
Low.
Mo, try it. Did you want to try it, Calvin?
oh, yes, ma'am.
Okay.
It's mo, no, low.
Okay. And then one more. Do the
Ma, na, la.
Okay, so we're going ma, na,
Ma,
la. You want
na,
to hold that bell.
la.
Okay, that's good. How are we doing on time? Okay.
Ma.
All right. So anyone else want to
Can
try?
we proceed? I wanted to read all of them.
No,
Gotta
I don't think
proceed.
we have time for everybody to read all of them, sir.
Yes,
I don't think we
all right,
do.
gotta
Does
proceed.
anybody else want to
Can I
give it?
try?
Jessica, did you want to try?
Yes, please.
Okay, thank you.
My, nigh, lie, vi, thy, zai.
Okay, keep going.
Mo,
Now what?
no,
Mo. No, I want that. Oh, real strong.
mo,
There we go.
no, lo,
Okay.
vo, though, zo.
Okay. Okay. See, what we're doing is holding. I want that O because a lot of people kind of don't get an O real strongly. They just don't. So that's good. How does that feel?
It feels comfortable, but I've done vocals before.
Oh, okay. Okay. So you've done this before?
I've
Good.
done it in singing, but never in acting, so I've never done it
Oh,
slowed
okay.
at this pace.
There's a nice yeah, there was some information I have that I'd like to pass on at another course about integrating vocal training with the acting speech. I mean, it's a good thing. So very good. So you do sing some vocals. That's great. What's your range?
I don't really know. That's kind of where I'm at is practicing and trying to figure out exactly where I'm comfortable.
Okay, well maybe I should do you have a singing coach?
Not at this time.
Okay. Because there's a way to find your optimum pitch. And maybe I should do an intro class just for that, just to find it on everybody's optimal pitch.
I would really appreciate that.
Okay, let's see what see if I can develop one here that would just because there's ways for optimum pitch and how to change your pitch. Now they're interesting, but this is good. So all I want here is that people get used to moving the mouth. That's it. Move the mouth, open it a little bit harder, stronger, and make sure that the tongue is where it should be on the alveolar ridge. And please don't stick it out when you say. The only time you can stick it out is with the THs. Everything else should be inside, otherwise you look like a lizard. It's not attractive. That's my personal opinion. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Okay, this is what I wanted to get to. We're going to do tongue twisters, but this is something, this is a little aside that I have for this class. Hadn't had it for the other one, but it's about glottal stops where they shouldn't be. So we're going to do the tongue twisters here. But this is something that some acting coaches have talked to me about and want corrected. When you are speaking, whether you're talking to the coach, you're talking on stage, whatever, speaking in front of a camera, you want to say important. You don't want to say important. Can you hear the difference? Or I left something on the table, that glottal stop. It's called glottal stop. Something, something important. That's important. That with you're missing a T. That's important. Hear the difference? Important. Or didn't. I didn't do it. I didn't. It's not I didn't. I didn't. That's where we're going with some of this articulation here. Mountain. Yeah,
Excuse
go
me,
ahead.
ma'am. Do we get to
Yeah,
read?
I'm
Or
sorry.
do we get to read this?
Yes, we will in a minute, as soon as I get through with this.
All right.
The other one is because they're trying to do a speech little tip of the day here. So this is instead of, this is where we get to the THs or CHs again. People say, won't you? Won't you? Won't you? But that's a glottal stop. You want to say, won't you? If you can clear up some of these, especially with this important, that's important instead of important, or I didn't instead of didn't, or I saw something, something. These are little areas that you can clear up that'll make you sound, that'll elevate your speech right away. Okay, does that make sense? These are optional, but this definitely will clear up your speech. Okay, now we got some time left here. Let's do this. Now these are warm-ups, but they're also articulation. They're what do we do here? Tongue twisters of the day. That was your speech tip of the day. Here's the tongue twisters. Slowly. We do not need to go fast on these, not right away.
Red leather, yellow.
Yeah, red leather. We want that L. We want the tongue behind the teeth. And the interesting thing is red, that tip of the tongue should be on the alveolar ridge, and you're just switching from a little flat tongue to a pointed tongue. Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather. Now the yellow, that L in yellow, because this is really tricky. It's easy to have it come between your teeth, like red leather, yellow, and all of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh, my tongue is coming between my teeth on an L. Red leather, yellow leather. You want the tip of your tongue behind your teeth. Who wants to try this one? Okay, we got a whole bunch of people.
I like to
Okay.
try one.
Okay, Joe, good.
Okay, here I go. Red leather, yellow leather.
Right, and you can go a little bit like red leather, yellow leather. I want a little projection here on this. Go ahead, do it again.
Okay. Red leather, yellow leather.
Right. So, okay. So what you're trying to do is you want to get your voice, you want to be sitting up straight, relaxed shoulders, allow enough room for your breath here for breathing, and and you want to project because this is practicing for the stage or your voiceover, whatever. Red leather, yellow leather. Okay, who else wants to try it? Jessica? Do you have your hand
Red,
up or who is it? Yeah, Jessica. Okay.
red, leather, yellow, leather, minimal,
Oh, you're going to do the
animal,
next one? Okay. You're going to try both of them? All right. Minimal, animal.
minimal, animal, minimal, animal.
Okay. So stop there. Who else wants to try those two? If Raphael, do you want to try both of them?
Sure, let's go ahead.
Okay.
Red leather, yellow, leather, minimal, animal, minimal, animal.
Okay, Raphael, I'm hearing something with that TH. You're almost making it a D.
Leather,
Leather.
leather, leather.
No,
Okay.
leather. No, this is good. This
Leather,
is why I want to do this. I want to catch these little, foibles. Leather.
leather,
No,
Der.
say those.
those,
There.
there.
Okay. What I would recommend, and this would be for everybody, is to record yourself. But I'm hearing when you're doing this particular, I don't know if it's every other word, but I'm hearing the THs almost as a D. And TH is one of those sounds that is not in a lot of other languages. Okay? So when some people come in and they can't speak the TH, they will go, these, them, and those instead of these, them, and those. Okay? So it's real easy to do. It's a substitute, and I'm hearing it not a hard D, but a little approximation of it. So something to look at that, you might have to practice in front of a mirror where you leather, where the teeth come between. Just do that for me.
The,
Put the tongue between the teeth and go those.
those,
Those. Do it again.
those.
Those. That's a little better. Okay. You might have to practice by looking at because I'm hearing a little bit. It could be dialect variation, a little accent modification there.
Yeah, being Puerto Rican, growing up in the island, I guess, pretty much.
Could be. Yeah, that's entirely, yeah, that's entirely possible.
Is.
That's what I I tell everybody else. I wear glasses. I can't find the floor without my glasses, but I have a really good ear. I can hear stuff. Um, and so yeah, so this is not what, and that's why I really appreciate people who volunteer. This is not criticism of anybody, but this is kind of you're helping other people
Right.
by
Yes, ma'am.
doing that because other people have similar, if not identical, issues. And if I can catch them, this is where the
Right.
speech pathology training comes in. Okay, so I
Right.
hear it and go, okay, I know how to fix it.
Uh-huh.
So try that. Let me hear these.
These.
Okay, thin.
Thin.
Okay.
Thin.
Yeah, so it's just something to practice because
Uh-huh.
you're going from leather. If you have to slow it down, slow it down. Say leather. Try it, Raphael,
Leather.
one more time. Go ahead.
Red. Leather.
That's better. There you go. See, it's not fatal. You can do it.
All right. May
Very
I go?
good. Okay.
Yes.
So let's see, what do we got here? Okay, we're gonna go. Let me get Jessica.
Yes. We've achieved.
Oh, Calvin, you want to try?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's just try the first line.
All right. Red leather. Yellow leather.
Okay. You want to try the second line? The minimal
Yes,
animal?
please. Yes, please.
Okay.
Minimal animal. Minimal animal.
Okay. Very good. Good. Now, when you're doing the minimal animal, I want it over articulated. You're going to really work on the
All right.
minimal animal.
I got
We're not going fast here. It doesn't matter about going fast. What matters is really using the muscles of your mouth to make the sounds. And also, minimal animal and
mom.
have good
Minimal.
projection.
All
Okay,
right.
Jessica, did you want to try? Hope I'm seeing some people here.
I was hoping.
Okay. Jessica, did you want to try again? Or is it Joe? Sometimes it's hard for me to
Yeah,
hear.
yes.
Oh, okay. Joe, give it a try.
Okay, I'll do my best. The second one is minimal animal. Minimal animal.
Good. Now, the thing to remember is that L goes right behind the teeth and doesn't, because I can't see you, so make sure it goes right behind the teeth. And for
Oh,
some of
sorry.
these, you might want to practice in front of a mirror.
I'm in.
Yeah. Want to try? Say your name. How do you say it?
Joe?
No, Taja?
Yes,
Nelson?
yes, that's correct. Taja Nelson.
Taja, no. Hey, I'm pretty good. I got it good. Taja, did you want to try?
Yes.
Okay, which one?
Good blood, bad blood.
Oh, you're going to jump up. Okay, do it again.
Good blood, bad blood.
Okay, very good. Did you want it? Now, this one is the tricky one. This is the one that everybody has some fun with.
11. Uh,
You want me to do it first? I'll do it first.
okay.
11 benevolent elephants.
Okay, I wasn't sure I was going to pronounce that word right.
It's good to ask. It's good to ask. 11 benevolent elephants.
11 benevolent elephants.
Pretty good. Pretty good. Somebody else, yeah, do it again.
11 benevolent elephants.
Very good. Okay, who else wants to try?
I'll go.
Okay, hi, good.
Okay. 11 benevolent elephants.
You've done this before.
Mm.
Good, that's good. Okay, Joe, you want to try it?
Yes. 11 benevolent elephants. I
Okay.
got that mixed up.
Listen, what happens with a lot of people, and if they've been in my class before, this has happened before, I was kind of waiting for some of this, but that word benevolent, what happens, I've heard 11 benevolent, malevolent. They get it confused. This is a tricky one. So I tell with all of these, this is not meant to go fast. This is meant to go slow. You can do the speed later. But it's been,
Okay.
if you have to go in bites, benevolent, bene, which means good, 11, benevolent, the L is here. That's why I have it in the handout, so it's written out for you. Elephants. Because I've heard 11, benevolent, the L comes way early. Benevolent elephants. So this is a tricky one. So good. And you want to try it again, Taja?
Yes.
Oh, Joe? Okay, good. Try it again. Go ahead.
11 benevolent elephants.
Okay, do that one more time.
11 benevolent elephants.
Good. Now that's good. Joe, was it Joe you wanted to try it again? Your hands up?
Oh,
I'll
yeah,
try.
it's the same one.
Oh, okay, okay. I'm trying to make sure I got everybody who wants to, oh, wait a minute. Denise, I'm sorry, I didn't click all the way down. Denise? Or is it Enzo? I can't tell.
Could I try?
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where it's located, where the hand is located. Okay, go right ahead.
11 benevolent elephant.
Ah, nope. Do it again.
11 benevolent
No,
elephant.
no. You're putting the L where the N is. Go slow. Read the word.
11
Benevolent.
11 benevolent elephants.
No, we don't get to the L to the end of the word. Benevolent. Do it that way.
11 benevolent elephants.
Benevolent.
Benevolent.
Nope. Take it in bites. Benevolent.
Benevolent.
Okay, do it
11
again. 11.
benevolent
Excuse me, I say that one after him.
elephants.
The last line.
Try it again.
11 benevolent elephants.
Not quite yet. But you see, this one is tricky. This one is tricky.
I
Try
got you.
benevolent. Just say benevolent.
Benevolent.
No. Read the word.
Bene
Benevolent.
benevolent.
There we go. You're putting the L too early. Benevolent.
11. Benevolent elephant.
That's better. That's better. This one's a hard one. Okay. Everybody, a lot of people get this one, they trip up over it. So you're okay. But just if you have to, do it in bites. Benevolent. I won't say syllables because people argue, well, linguists argue about what's a syllable, and that's very exciting. We can discuss that over margaritas, but you don't want to get into too many linguistic discussions. So just take it in little bites. Benevolent. Benevolent. Bene. Do bene. Okay. Somebody else want to try? Is it Jessica?
Yes.
Okay, good. You try.
11. Benevolent
There you go.
elephants.
There you go. This one's, do it again, but that's good.
11. Benevolent elephants.
There you go. Now, if you do these, and I think I've included these in my handouts. If you didn't get the handout, that was good. If you didn't get the handout, oh, Johnny, did you want to try it?
Sure. 11 benevolent elephants.
Good. Okay, that's it. But they're tongue twisters for a reason. It's a little tricky. So if you have to, take some time. Don't go too fast, and just take it in little bitty bites. Okay. Here's some resources for you. Now, I keep telling everybody to buy this book, find this book, and apparently it's darn hard to find. Yeah, so I found a free download, Internet Archives, and Speak with Distinction. It's they've just copied it, and you just leaf through it. It's not ideal, but it is the original book. It doesn't have the CD with it. If you ever find one with a CD, snap it up, as long as it's reasonable. And then the International Phonetic Alphabet is online, and here's the kicker: it comes with sounds. So you can hear what those little symbols sound like, which is a good thing. But if you can find this book, this Edith Skinner, if you want, not, obviously not, it's just a suggestion, recommended, but and then there's going to be more courses on 9/9, and then I've got my little book here. If you want that, you can still ask for that. I'll be fine. And then I will be coming out, I'm working on it, with a newsletter. Try to give you guys some, so if you get it and you like it, fine. And if you want to say, no, I've got too much in my inbox, you're not going to hurt my feelings if you opt out. It's, that's fine. So it's nothing critical. And then if you have any questions or answers, no, I'm supposed to have the answers. So any questions, comments, or suggestions, if you want something in the future, let me know. I will have this monthly newsletter coming out. And for anybody who wants it, and if I get you and you don't want it, like I said, you'll be able to opt out, and it's no big problems. So, and this is on the handouts. So, all right. Any questions, anybody? Last questions before we sign off?
I'd like to share with my experience. I was born as a hearing person. Then I had meningitis. I was 18 months old.
I'm
That
sorry,
was my
say it
first
again?
speech therapist. I was 2 years old, learned how to speak properly.
Ah, okay.
And my parents, they try to force me to do more speaking because speaking is the future. And able to get you a job and all that stuff. As I get older, I had a hard time hearing the proper word, reading at people's lips. I do have a difficulty with people saying the word B or P, M.
Good survival tactics, man.
It's really difficult to read the lips when you're not sure what the word they're saying out of the mouth. It's
Uh-huh.
very difficult.
You got to keep speaking. You guys got to keep on practicing talking, man. It should help a lot. If I give you any advice.
Well, you're doing pretty well, Joe. You're doing pretty well.
Thank you.
And so you had and it was very smart of your parents to get you a speech therapist, and that's what I have been doing the medical part for over 20 years, 25 years. So that means I started out when I was 7. But but anyway, you're doing well. If you have any questions or if there's something you'd want me to address, please let me know. Because it's good and it's good to do the speech therapy. We know a lot of good stuff, how to fix things and do, most things. Um, but good for you. Good. Where are you located?
I'm located in Cumming, Georgia, north
Okay.
of Atlanta.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, that's a very, very pretty area. I mean, my son, one son lives in Florida, but one was living in North Carolina. Now they're back up here.
Oh,
Um,
wow.
yeah.
I'm
So
originally from Tennessee.
really
I'm
from
working at the VA hospital, and
uh-huh.
I've been speaking to a lot of patients, and they can't relate to where I'm coming from. They think I'm from Russia or Australia, or some places. I said, no, I'm originally from Tennessee.
From
The reason why I have this because I have a deaf accent. So I have a little hard time between hearing accent and a deaf accent. I kind of like mix them both together.
Oh yeah,
Sometimes I
there's
don't
a
pay
certain
attention
resonance.
how I said it.
Yeah, there's a certain resonance. Yes. But you're doing pretty well. You're doing pretty well, and most people cannot identify accents anyway, so don't worry about that.
True.
It's they can't.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah, they can't work. You just can't. No, you just do it. Yeah, we'll have to come up with some kind of fun thing for you to say. Like, I don't know what. I've got to think about it. It's like sometimes you just got to roll with it. And no, because I worked with the deaf population for a while, and it's yeah, I'll never forget. I was in one hospital, and woman turned away, and this guy is shouting at her, and I'm thinking, you can't. She's deaf. You can't shout at
Can
her.
I say something?
Yeah, yeah.
You
Go
must
ahead.
fight for all fears and battles like Martin Luther King and have a dream to proceed to believe. You don't know how stuff happens and occurs, but it's like an extra image about you that you look towards life to proceed to know that you can be the best ever. You know what I'm saying? To stay focused with momentum and motivation. Whatever
Yeah,
you
well,
put your mind to, you can do. You feel me? No weapons formed against you shall prosper.
That's right.
okay, Calvin.
Now,
Let me give you a little tip.
yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
since I give a couple other people a tip. My thought for you, and everybody's an adult. They can do it or not do it. I would recommend slowing down. You're a fast talker.
Yes,
And when you go
I'll
too
stop the one.
fast, what happens is, and listen to the newscasters. They don't go fast. If you want people to hear you, it's good to have some fast portions and some slower portions, and you don't want to be a monotone. I'm not saying you've got a lot of energy there, so you've got some good energy going. But if you make it so that people have to really work hard to follow you because you're talking too fast, they tune out. They tune out. So it's just pay attention to how the newscasters talk or the podcasters talk. And I would just think about slowing it down just a touch.
Mostly in your timbre and prosody, right?
Pardon?
Or is it mostly in your timbre and prosody when you slow down, or is it
Yeah, you want to slow it down so that people can understand
actually
what you're
hear
saying. If you
you?
go too
Like
fast,
enunciate, like and
yeah, you
pronounce.
have to
Right.
enunciate. Yeah, got to give yourself
Okay.
time to say the words.
Yes,
Give
ma'am.
yourself
That's
time.
it.
And if you
Saying.
go too fast,
And great eye
um,
contact too.
I'll tell you something.
Okay.
Okay, this one, okay, here's the fable of the chicken and the lion. This was actually for the next one, the fable of the chicken and the lion. Um, when a chicken talks, somebody comes in there, let's sit down. Like a secretary comes in a room. Would you like some coffee? Would you like cream in your coffee? Would you like some sugar in coffee? Would you like to sit in this chair? Would you like the window open? Would you like chicken? Nobody listens to a chicken. But when a lion talks, how does he talk? He's just quiet most of the time until he speaks and the people listen. So you
Mm-hmm.
don't want to be the chicken. You want to be the lion. You don't have to shout. But if you go, if you talk too fast, you don't want to be a chicken. The fable of the chicken and the lion. Because I've worked with a lot of fast talkers, so I know, had to come up with something. So I hope that helps. Okay, anything else, anybody? And see you next month. Thank you so much. And look out for my next classes coming up. And I appreciate everybody being here. It's been fun. It's been fun. And
Thank
you
you.
take care. If you have any questions, you just let me know.
Let's
Yes?
have fun, America. Let's go, class. Good job. Let's keep coming.
Thank you. Yeah, good
God
job.
bless.
Anybody have any questions here? Okay. All right. Well, good luck with your homework there. Go practice those tongue
I,
twisters.
I
Yeah.
Good
surely
luck.
will.
Okay.
Modeling homework too, like looking at pictures, watching videos, imagining yourself in them, imagining.
Yep. Imagining yourself. Absolutely. All right, everyone. Be safe out there. Stay warm. Okay.
You too.
Take care. Bye
Bye-bye.
now.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and go close.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you.